Hey guys, what's going on? It's Joe from GadgetryTech.com, and we're going to talk about cases for smartphones. In particular, we're going to focus on the new Galaxy S21 and iPhone 12 stuff. Now, these cases are all from UAG or Urban Armor Gear. I reviewed one of their cases in the past, which was the Outback series. It's a more simple looking biodegradable case, which is really cool. Today we're going to focus on some of their more flashy, stylish stuff, and they all range from $29 to $59.95. So this review isn't like a deep dive on the materials or the construction design on the cases. It's more or less just to show you what kind of options you have out there, because a lot of this stuff is similar amongst each other, and that includes the drop protection. Now, the drop protection is MIL STG 810G 516.6. It's a mouthful to say, but honestly, the short version is that it means that these phones can be dropped 26 times from 4 feet up, all different angles, and the phone won't break. Now, the landing surface on that certification is 2-inch thick plywood, which lays on concrete. So it's not like it's landing on carpet or pure concrete, but it's a happy medium. It at least lets you know that basic drop protection is there. Now, just because it's rated for that doesn't mean it can't protect you beyond that. So all of these cases pros some additional protection beyond that drop. Obviously, 5 feet should be okay. And when you get into the heavier cases like the Monarch Series, which is a bit larger and more robust, that'll give you even better protection because the corners are beefed up and you get more shock protection. Now, ergonomically, I want to talk about a few things because there's a good balance of drop protection versus ergonomics. And what I mean by that is if you get a case that goes way over the top for drop protection, or a cheap case that has good drop protection, they often get too thick, bulky, or heavy, or a combination of any of those. And what that does is it takes away from the feel of your phone. This is a 12 Pro Max, which is not a small phone by any means. And if you get a case that's bulky, it makes it very hard to use unless you have large hands. So you want a good balance of thickness versus protection. And this is why I like UAG cases, is they're not obtrusive in any way. Now, another thing that I like is the buttons on UAG cases have a little slot in them. So what's nice about this is it allows air to escape. It means the button presses are tactile and clicky, and they feel like the manufacturer of the phone intended to. So whether you have an S21 or an iPhone or any phone that they make a case for from UAG, that means the buttons should feel the same whether the case is there or not. So they did an incredible job of preserving what the feel of the phone should be while still protecting it. On an iPhone specific, there is a switch obviously for silent mode. And on UAG's cases, they have a much larger opening than some other manufacturers. It just makes it very easy if you have larger hands to put it in silent mode or turn it off, etc. So I really like, again, the design choices, and it's nice and thin and easy to use. Now, when it comes to fit and finish, obviously the new high-end cases or premium cases are going to fit your phone well. Manufacturing's come a long way, and I would expect every case sold in 2021 to fit a phone pretty well. There's no exception here, obviously. The UAG cases fit excellent. They're flexible, and I love the one-piece design because they just snap into the phone. You just go top down, and there's no issues. A lot of the two-piece construction cases, you start with the rubber, then snap the plastic on. Those tend to not hold up well over time, especially if you have to take the phone in and out to clean it and get into the cracks and stuff like that. So again, fit and finish and construction quality is excellent in addition to the ergonomics. Now, there's one thing I want to point out because it's what I call the jeans test or the pocket test. There's a difference of having good grip and too much grip. And the example I'm going to give you, because I purchased a spec case, I wanted to compare it. This guy has good good grip. It's all rubbery and everything, great drop protection as well. But the issue when you get with cases like that is when you try to take it out of your pocket, it's almost like it's just grabbing onto the fabric for dear life. It makes it a lot harder to get your phone out. And that can cause you to drop your phone, because if you think you have the phone out but this much is still in, you go to grab it, it's just enough and then it falls out of your hand, your phone could fall and hit the ground. I love these cases, and I use the Pathfinder in particular because it's fairly smooth, but it has little textured grips on the sides. Makes it very easy to hold, but also makes it very easy to take out of my pants pocket. So it may be stupid to point out. It's a small detail, but I want to call that out because it's really hard to shop for a case knowing how it's going to feel when you use it every single day. So it's great in that regard. Now, the Civilian Series is actually a really nice case. I like it because it uses this HyperCush technology, which basically gives you really good protection if you drop the phone and it falls at various angles. So it does a really good job of protecting your phone, but at the same time, it's a very clean aesthetic. So if you're the type of person that wants to protect your phone, but doesn't like the bulky, flashy appearance that some other cases do. This is a great balance of both, and I really like it. So at $50, it's a higher quality case, but again, it balances both extremely well. All right, so one of the more expensive cases here is the Monarch Series. So if you're looking for maximum protection, this is a great case to go with. It has 5-layer construction, which is basically a heavier, more durable case to use for drops. And with that being said, it passes over twice the military drop standard that I mentioned earlier. So if you're looking for a case that really just gives you great drop protection without getting so extreme on the bulkiness or heaviness of the case, this case is still really lightweight, but it gives you great drop protection. And of course, there's several styles to choose from. There's black, carbon fiber, red, and mallard, which is kind of like a dark navy blue color. Now, when you get to the Pathfinder Series and Pathfinder SE Series, this is the case I tend to use on my phone. I just love the look of it. It has a really rugged look without being rugged in size. So it's a great balance of protection. Again, it's not as extreme as the Monarch Series, but I found that it does a great job of protecting your phone without making it too bulky or heavy. This case is $40, and you can get it in black, mallard, which again is that silvery navy blue color, olive, and silver. But if you get it in the SE Series, you can get it in a midnight camo or a forest camo. So again, depending on the aesthetics that you like, I like this case a lot. I love the ergonomics of it. It has a good balance of grips and still being lightweight. Now, the Plasma Series is similar to the Pathfinder in price. They're both $39.95, and they actually have a pretty similar feel and weight to them as well. The Plasma Series has grips that runs all the way down each side, but the difference here is you have a translucent finish. So you can have a visible honeycomb or a grid look, and it just gives you more style options. Again, very similar protection to the Pathfinder, which is excellent. Still lightweight, still supports wireless charging and wireless payments, all that good stuff. But if you want a clean look that has a slightly transparent color to it, you can do that. Now, it's available in Ash, Billy, which is like a lime green, Ice, which is a lighter version of Ash, and then again Mallard, which is that silvery blue, and all of these are translucent. Now, another case here is the U by UAG Lucent Series. So this is a very simple looking case. It lacks some of the detail that some of the other cases do, which isn't a bad thing. If you're looking for a very minimalistic, modern looking case and don't want to pay a premium, this still gives you the same military drop test standard certification that the other cases do, but it's only $29.95. It's also available in Ash, a Dusty Rose, Ice, and Orange. So as far as a style preference, you have a lot of color choices, and this is one of the few that offers any kind of a pink tone to it. Alright guys, so that wraps up the review today. I hope you found it helpful. The whole point of this video was not to say this is the case you should buy or focus too much on one, but I did want to hopefully explain the variance that UAG offers. And the common theme here is great protection with lightweight and not too bulky of a design. That's huge. You don't want your phone to be a giant brick because you're so concerned with protection, but that doesn't mean your phone doesn't need protection. So I love the balance that UAG cases have. I don't normally cover phone cases, but I focused on them because I love the balance of everything they bring, and I use them on my phones. So anyway, I hope you guys found this review helpful. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I'd love to see more in the future. We have a lot of great content coming out that focuses on tech, gaming, audio, cars, you name it. So as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in and checking out the video, and I will see you next time.